Good evening, children.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. So Nandini is the only student who's shared the pictures with me. Some students, Ramnathan had excused himself because he has an exam tomorrow. So he said he'll only attend the meeting but not be able to complete the work. I have not received the pictures of the answers from anyone else except Nandini. Thank you, Nandini. Well done.
Ma'am, but I still didn't complete 2 questions,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. All right. So
Okay, ma'am.
others, should I believe that you've worked but not send the pictures?
Ma'am, I
Please
have
tell
not
me.
completed the test yet, ma'am.
One by one, please. Sorry, what is happening? Yeah. Hitesh, quickly. 5 minutes. I'll just get the reason from you. Hitesh, have you started working?
Yes, ma'am. I did half of it, ma'am, but I need to do 2 to 3 questions, ma'am.
That's okay. No, you should have shared the pictures of whatever you've done. Ananya?
I only did the graph testing.
Only that, huh? Okay. Hitesh, please share your pictures later, okay? At the end of the class, finish your dinner and share the pictures of whatever you've completed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ananya. Okay. All right, Ananya. Deepika? Have you completed, Deepika? Okay, so she's raised her hand saying yes. All right. Please share the pictures with me, Deepika, after the meeting. Kanishka also. Okay, she gave me a reason for not being able to complete it. Murali Krishna?
Ma'am.
Yes. Have you started working?
No, ma'am. Tomorrow science DA, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So Nandini, good. Priyanka?
Ma'am, science DA, ma'am. I was studying for it and I only came to know about this some time back, ma'am. My mom forwarded it.
Okay. Rajeshwari? Rajeshwari?
Ma'am, I'm having an exam tomorrow, but I started working it at 8 only, ma'am. So I completed only half of it, ma'am.
Okay, whatever you have completed, please share the pictures. I'll be happy to see them.
Okay, ma'am.
Ramnathan, Shreyas, and Tarun Murali.
Ma'am, I just now I sent you the picture. Completed it.
Shreyas, huh? Very good. And what about Tarun Murali?
And last question. And I'm on the last question.
Louder, Tarun.
And last question, ma'am.
Okay, the others you've completed, is it? Very good, Shreyas. Maybe you have not completed in full, but you had started working. That's good. All right. Now, okay, have we finished these 4 answers, children? Have you all completed the answers to these 4 questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me from the graph, look into your graph and tell me the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed. What are the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle? Yes, Ananya, you said you've completed the graph. What are the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed? Am I audible, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone can share? Okay, tell me the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle. Let's not waste time.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
is it 4, 0, 0, -1, and 4, 5?
4, 0, perfect. Not 0, -1. Is it -1, 0?
Sorry, ma'am. -1, 0, and 4, 5.
4, 5. No, not 4,
Ma'am,
5.
I got 2, 3 and 4, 0 and -1, 0.
0. Yeah, 4, 0, -1, 0 and
2, 0, ma'am.
2, 3.
2, 3, ma'am. Sorry.
Yeah, perfect, Nandini. Perfect. You can see the graph here. You can see the triangle. Y is equal to 0 is the equation of the x-axis. So the x-axis itself is one of the three lines. Y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 is the equation of the x-axis. So you don't have to make a table for y is equal to 0. The x-axis straight away is the required line for y is equal to 0. Then for the remaining two equations, you will have to make the xy table, take values for x and find the corresponding values of y, or take values for y and find the corresponding values of x. So you need to make the xy table, plot the points, get the other two lines, and shade the triangle formed or bounded by these three lines. So you can see it there. -1, 0, 4, 0, and 2, 3. Take a picture, children. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, you can see it in full. All right, so this is the first one. Yeah, what's the answer for the second one? What's the speed? What are the speeds of the two cars?
Ma'am, 60 kilometer per hour and 40 kilometer per hour.
Very good. 60 and 40. Okay. 60, yes, 60 and 40. 60 and 40. 60 and 40. Very good. So the equations, we need to be careful with 1 hour and 12 minutes. 1 hour and 12 minutes. 1 hour, 12 minutes meaning you have to convert minutes to hours. So 12 minutes is 12 by 60. 12 by 60 hours. So 1 plus 1 by 5. 12 ones are 12 fives are 60. 1 plus 1 by 5, which is 6 by 5. Which is 6 by 5. So conversion of time is very important here. 1 hour, 12 minutes. 12 minutes is 12 by 60 hours. So 1 plus 1 by 5. 12 ones are 12 fives are 1 plus 1 by 5, which is 6 by 5. So these are the two equations. X minus y is equal to 20, x plus y is equal to 100. So I won't keep saying take a screenshot, children. So please do that. Every time I change the slide, please take a picture. And on solving, x is equal to 60 and y is equal to 40. Yeah, who can share the answer for the third one? The CP of the chair and the table.
For chair it is rupees 300 and for table it is rupees 350.
300 and 350. Are you getting the same answer, Nandini? 300 and 350.
Ma'am, I didn't solve that question yet, ma'am.
Okay. You just skipped that one, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, all right. Children, you can, because it's worked in a different method. I found the CP using a different method here. You can follow whatever, like I have explained in the class, or in any correct way you do. So if you can understand this, you can use this. See, when you want to find the selling price, when you want to find the selling price, we simply add that percentage of profit to 100. See, like here, the profit is 25%. So if you want to find the selling price, 100% CP plus 25% profit. This is explained more clearly in 8th standard. Now I'm just telling you roughly. So 100 plus 25, 125%. If you find 125% of the CP, you're getting the SP straight away. You'll find the SP straight away. Or you can do it the way we have done it this year. SP is equal to CP plus profit. CP plus profit, and CP is X plus profit is 25% of X. 25% of X. Do this. You will get the same answer. The equations will be the same. SP is equal to CP plus profit, or SP is equal to CP minus loss. So in the case of profit, SP supposing CP supposing X plus 25% of X, which is the profit. If it's loss, then it will be X minus 25% of X. If it's loss, in the case of loss, if it is 25% loss, then it will be CP minus loss. SP will be CP minus loss. If CP is X minus 25% of X, this is the loss portion alone. So here we have to find this is the total SP. 760 is the total selling price. So the selling price of the chair plus the selling price of the table is equal to the total selling price of 760. The selling price of the chair plus the selling price of the table is equal to the total selling price. So this is how we find the selling price. Because in both the cases it is profit, 125% of the CP will give you the SP straight away. And 110% of the CP will give the SP straight away. Otherwise, you can use the formula which I just recalled for you. Similarly, the second equation, there also the profit in both the cases. The selling price of the chair plus the selling price of the table is equal to the total selling price of 767 rupees and 50 paise. So you get two equations. You get these two equations, and you can see that the coefficients are exchanged. The coefficients 125, 125, 110, 110. So you can solve it using the special method. You can solve it using the special method. Add the two equations. Add the two equations. The screen is, no, should I zoom in, children? If I zoom in, I cannot use my pen tablet. That's why I'm not zooming in. It's clear, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, children. So these are the two equations. These are the two equations. And since the coefficients are exchanged, you can use a special method. So when you add the two equations, this is what you get. 235x plus 235y is equal to this big number 152,750. Take out the 235 itself common and see, you first in the margin, you try to divide this number by 235. It will be exactly divisible. In the margin, in the rough column, please try to divide this number by this 235, by this number 235. It will be exactly divisible. So we take out 235 common, 235 common. So you get 235 of x plus y is equal to, how do I read this? 1,52,750. So this one comes for division, 235 comes for division, x plus y is equal to 650. So that is equation 3 when we add the two equations. Equation 1 minus equation 2. You can see it right on top here. Equation 1, write on the two equations 1 and 2 and subtract the two equations. That is, change the signs in the second equation. Change the signs throughout in the second equation. So again, take 15 common. 15 common, 15 of x minus y is equal to minus 750. X minus y is equal to minus 750 divided by 15. So x minus y is equal to minus 50. Minus 50. So now we have two simple equations, 3 and 4. Equation 3, equation 4. Solve these two equations and find the values of x and y. And Shreyas, perfect, you got it right, 300 and 350. Chair 300, table 350. And the fourth one is simple. We know the property in a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are supplementary. Yes, if you have anyone who's worked this one, can you share the answer?
Yes.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
angle
x
A
is
is
equal
equal
to
to 70.
I heard Rajeshwari's voice. Yes, Rajeshwari.
Ma'am, angle A is equal to 70, angle B is equal to 53, angle C is equal to 110, and angle D is equal to 127, ma'am.
Yeah, you're right. Class. So we simply use that property in a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are supplementary. So I was telling you when we did the sum, you cannot mark A, B, C, D. I cannot mark it the way I please. I can't mark A, B, C, D like this and say that my opposite angles are A and B. No, be careful. Maybe you know this property, but if you don't mark the vertices correctly, if you just draw a figure like this, mark the vertices like this and say that by my figure A and B are opposite angles, C and D are opposite angles, it's wrong. You should mark it carefully. Go in the clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. A and C are opposite angles, B and D are opposite angles. So their sum is 180. That will give you the two equations. Solve, get the values of x and y. And once you get x and y, you need to find the angles. It's not about just finding x and y. You need to find the angles. So angle A is given by this expression 2x plus 4. So substitute the value of x and get the measure of angle A. Then angle B is given by y plus 3. Y is 50, 50 plus 3, 53 degrees, and so on. Like this, find angle C and angle D. Who else has tried this and got it right? I got the answer from Rajeshwari. Then who else?
I also got it.
You got it right, Nandini. All right.
I also
Anyone
got
has tried? Who's that?
Oh, I also got it.
Ramnathan. Very good.
Mm.
Anyone else has tried this and has gone wrong? Is there anyone who has tried this but has gone wrong? I would like to help you. Okay. Yeah, you can just take a picture of this children alternate method. I think when I worked that, maybe see when I worked the third one, maybe I did not divide. I'd have forgotten. I'd have just gone ahead. I'd have forgotten to divide the equation throughout, by the common factor. So I've just mentioned it here. Alternate solution meaning not in the literal sense alternate. It's not a different procedure. I hope all of you understand. It's just that, you can divide the equation by 5 throughout. And here also by 5 throughout and get these two equations, 1 and 2, and then proceed in the same way. The original two equations, 1 and 2, you can divide the equations throughout by 5, which I have not done there. Yeah, so, and then proceed in the same way. So this is these are the answers for this paper. Yeah. So here in this paper, you will find other questions from quadratic equations. You will find other questions from quadratic equations, so ignore it. I did not send those questions. I think I sent only the first one from this. 2, I did not send that. 2 is from linear equations. 3, 4, 5 quadratic, 6 and 7 linear. 6 and 7 linear equations. But I think I sent only the first one. So for the first one, what are the values of x and y?
Ma'am, x is equal to 3 by 2 and y is equal to 0, ma'am.
X is equal to 3 by 2. Y is equal to 0. Is it, Nandini?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So again, this one you can work it in different ways. Let's see how I have done it. Yeah. You can see it here. You can see the answer here, children. Oh, yeah, you're right, Nandini. I must say that first. X is equal to 3 by 2, y is equal to 0. Perfect. Very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, x is equal to 3 by 2, y is equal to 0. Yes. So you can see it here. 8 can be, the square root of 8 can be written as 8 to the power 1 by 2. Square root of 8 can be written as 8 to the power 1 by 2. And 8 is 2 cubed. 2 cubed. If the base is raised to many powers, meaning if the base is raised to more than one power, like this, and then whole power 2, you have to multiply the powers. You will have to multiply the powers. So multiply the powers. 8 is 2 cubed, but there's another power 1 by 2. So multiply the powers. 3 into 1 by 2, which is 3 by 2. Which is 3 by 2. So this is what you get. That is, we have just expressed root 8 as 2 to the power 3 by 2. Now I've taken something like case 1. I've equated these two. See, this is equal to this is equal to this. So I've equated these two. When you equate these two, what's the law? What's the law? What does the rule say in exponents? When bases are same, equate the powers. On either sides, when bases are same, see there's an equality sign. On the left hand side, you can see the base 2 raised to some power. On the right hand side also, you see the same base 2 raised to some power. On either sides of the equal to sign, you see the same base 2. You see the same base 2, 2, 2. Like you shouldn't cancel them. It's like you just cancel them on both the sides. And what is left? X plus y is equal to x minus y. When bases are same on either sides, we equate the powers. So on equating the powers, we get x plus y is equal to x minus y. This is one of the rules in exponents. When bases are same, we equate the powers. So x plus y is equal to x minus y. On solving this, you get 2y is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. The value of y is 0. The value of y is 0. And then you can equate this and this. You can equate these two. So you have 2 to the power x minus y is equal to 2 to the power 3 by 2. Same rule. On either sides, the bases are same. So equate the powers. X minus y is equal to 3 by 2. But we already know the value of y, 0. So x is equal to 3 by 2. We already got the value of y. So put the value of y 0 and solve for x. X is equal to 3/2. You can take a screenshot. You can see the answer for the second one. We have to find the value of x square y cubed. So for which you have to find the value. You'll have to solve the two equations, find the values of x and y, and then find the value of x square y cubed. The second question, I have not shared the second question with you, but I hope you have all taken a screenshot of this paper, this entire paper. We have 8 questions in all here. I sent only the first question. The answer we just discussed. Second one, you know the procedure. It's a simple one. You know the procedure. You'll have to find the values of x and y and then find the value of x squared y cubed. Just put the value of x and y and evaluate. 3 is quadratic equations. Take a picture. You can take a picture, quadratic equations. If you've learned in school, maybe you can go through. Quadratic equations. If interested, you can take a picture. Yeah. This also I did not share with you. Take a picture. You can do this. Word problem on linear equation, sixth one. Yeah, 8A I had shared the question. What's the answer for 8A?
Distance covered is equal to 36 kilometers.
36, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's see. Very good. 36 kilometers. These are the two equations. So, in this question, the information is of, this style, meaning there is some increase. See here, the speed, when the speed is increased, the person takes less time. When the person walks with a lesser speed, he takes more time. So you need to construct the equation using the formula speed into time is equal to distance. Speed into time is equal to distance. Half a kilometer per hour faster, he takes 1 hour less. If he walks half a kilometer per hour, meaning that is speed, half a kilometer per hour. If the person walks half a kilometer per hour faster, he takes 1 hour less to cover the same distance, xy. But if he reduces his speed by 1 kilometer an hour, then he needs 3 more hours to cover the same distance, xy. So that's why you have to assume the speed as x. I've given you that hint. Take speed as always do that. Whenever it is speed, distance, time, don't assume distance. Let the speed. What's the pointer? Let the speed be anything, speed, time, anything can be x, the other one will be y. Assume speed and time. One of this is x, the other one is y. So I've taken this as x and this is y, and distance is equal to speed into time. Speed into time. So x into y, which is xy kilometers. Xy kilometers. Now these two equations. So that's the assumption. Speed x kilometer per hour. Speed x kilometer per hour. Time y hours. So here how are the equations constructed in case 1 and case 2? A new speed into new time is the same distance xy. New speed, original speed plus half. New time, original time minus 1. New speed into new time. The other day we understood like this. The distance between your home and school is fixed. If you use the same route, if you take different routes, yeah, the distance will be different. So if you go to your school by the same route every day, the distance is fixed. If you cycle faster, you reach in less time, but you've covered the same distance. But if your speed of cycling is slow, then you will take a longer time to cover the same distance. So that's what it is. Speed, new speed into new time is the same distance xy. Speed into time is equal to distance. So speed is the new speed. Time is the new time. So original speed plus half. Original time minus 1 because half a kilometer per hour faster, 1 hour less. Very simple. Here speed is reduced by 1 hour. He takes 3 more hours to cover the same distance xy. So on, opening the brackets, multiplying these two brackets, you will see that xy on either side gets cancelled. Xy and xy on either side gets cancelled, and you will get two equations, linear equations in x and y. Oh, I didn't want to show that answer. Okay, so then you will have to solve and find the values of x and y. How many of you tried 8b? Has anyone tried 8b, meaning the last question? Am I audible, children?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, class, use the emoji. Raise your hand. Priyanka, Tarun Murali, Ramanathan, Kanishka, Nandini, Rajeshwari, Rajarajeshwari, Ananya, Hitesh, and Murali Krishna. Didn't have time to complete this, children? Say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So we need to comment. Let's go back to the question. Yeah. Comment on the nature of the lines. Comment on the nature of the lines given by the system of equations. System of equations given below. All right. So 1 and 2. So we need to work this carefully. Identify in the first one, identify A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, and C2. Identify A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. The coefficients of X, Y, and the constants in the two equations. Now you should find A1 by A2. So A1 by A2, 9 divided by 3 by 2. B1 by B2, minus 10 divided by minus 5 by 3. C1 by C2, minus 21 divided by minus 7 by 2. There's some parts of fractions, so I've used the division symbol. Then division, make it multiplication to proceed, and take the reciprocal of this one. Take the reciprocal of this, take the reciprocal of this. That's how you calculate. And it works to 6, 6, 6 everywhere. So what do you see? A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. All the three ratios are equal. So that means the system of equations represent coincident lines. Coincident lines. So just be careful while calculating because there are fractions. So from the two equations, write out the values of A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. And find A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2. All the ratios work to 6. That means all the three ratios are equal, which implies that the lines are coincident, or the given system of equations represent coincident lines. How many solutions will this pair of equations have? How many solutions will this pair of equations have?
Infinitely many.
Infinitely many solutions. Yes. Coincident lines have infinitely many solutions. Okay. Similarly, the second one, again, fractions. So just be careful while calculating A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Then we need to find A1 by A2. We need to find A1 by A2. See, this is A1. This is A1 divided by A2. This is A2. So how do you calculate 2 by 3 into 2? Division becomes multiplication and 1 by 2 becomes 2. So 4 by 3. B1 by B2 minus 3 by 4. You don't have to find C1 by C2 because here itself you can see A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. So you don't have to find C1. There's nothing wrong. There's no harm in finding C1 by C2, but it's really not required. Because when you work A1 by A2, you get 4 by 3. When you work B1 by B2, you get minus 3 by 4. Straight away, you see that A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. So what, children? What's the conclusion? When A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2?
Intersecting lines, ma'am.
Intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. So they have what kind of solution?
Unique solution, ma'am.
Unique solution. Very good, Rajeshwari. Very good. So that's why we didn't find. See, in the earlier one, we found A1, A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2 because we got 6, 6. So we want to see what is about C1 by C2. What if this was 5, children? Then what will be your comment?
Parallel lines, ma'am.
Parallel lines. Meaning?
No solution, ma'am. The
No
system has no
solution.
solution.
Very good. What is the condition here? A1 by A2?
Is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2.
Very good. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, but not equal to C1 by C2 represents parallel lines, which means the system of equations have no solution. So here we don't, in the second subdivision, we don't find C1 by C2. So straight away A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. Therefore, the given system of equations represent intersecting lines. Okay. Screenshot, children. All right, children. I hope the session was useful. If you worked it, maybe it was better for students who had tried the sums than for students, who did not try anything because I did not read the question in full. So only if you had read the question earlier and tried the sums, the class would have made some sense to you. Okay, so I hope you complete the answers. Those who have not completed, please complete and make use of this recording. I'll share it. Make use of the recording, check your answers, or you have taken screenshots, right? So you can check your answers with that. All right, children, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Fine, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Good night.